Hello! Today we will be talking about APARIGRAHA. APARIGRAHA means non-possessiveness. That is, the aspiration to get by with the least amount of things possible. That is, to not accumulate unnecessary things. And the most important point here is that you determine this level yourself. This means that you should not bow to pressure from your external environment. Things like, oh, you don't need that MacBook. It is superfluous. Get rid of it. No, the key here is your conscience, from the point of view of how much do these things weigh you down. Now, if we were to trust the advertisements, our happiness would then be connected with some external objects. For instance, you bought a Porsche and now you are happy, meaning that all is going to be well now. To use myself as an example, I am now recording a lecture, and if I had my Porsche standing outside, I would have been checking on it every 15 seconds, wondering, how is my baby? I hope nobody is scratching it with a nail. Or perhaps, I hope some skillful thief isn't taking her away from me. So we can see that we do need things, of course, and they do create a certain amount of comfort in our lives. Clothing, housing, the video camera I'm shooting with now, these lights, the rug. All this is needed. This is all well and good. But at the same time, it is important that these things do not burden you, so that your mind isn't on these things. What are you thinking about? How many times a day are you burdened with thoughts about things? Does this make you happy? Is this making your mind more peaceful? Generally not. Today we have an attachment to things, and it is unhealthy. You are afraid of losing things, or, while obtaining something, let's say you bought an iPhone 5, and the next moment the iPhone 6 is here and you are behind. Therefore, if we rely on things as the source of our happiness, or the number one source of happiness is a thing, then this, of course, creates a lot of anxiety and worry. But it is important to understand that there are circumstances, such as time, place, and personality. Let's say that I am a professional photographer. Then I would need an SLR camera, lots of lenses. All of this can cost me thousands. But if you have all of this and you are not utilizing it, say shooting once a year, then that would be a violation of the principle. Or say I have 50 guitars and I cannot play a single one. So we see here, material resources are limited. Because of this, when we express excessive greed in the material sense, it causes a lot of trouble in society as a whole. We can see, for instance, that today 2% of society owns 98% of the resources, and many people are starving because resources, well, there are not enough resources for everyone. The earth is fertile, it is valuable, but because we haven't yet learned how to justly distribute these resources, meaning that we have not yet found a way to make sure that people do not, at the very least, die of hunger, we have not yet established ourselves as a human society. And in our individual lives, we need to constantly strive to reevaluate exactly the number of things we need, getting rid of the extra bits and bobs. For example, getting rid of things you no longer wear. Perhaps a thing is in good condition, then maybe you can find someone who will wear it. Therefore, it becomes necessary to constantly review the number of things that you need to live, and not become their slave. That is to say, we should have things to live, and not to live for things. Therefore, it is important to be mindful of what you are thinking, and if you find that there are too many thoughts about objects, then try to change your thoughts. That is, redirect them towards more positive, deeper ideas.